Hello guys, Jake145 here and do Naruto Manga chapter 542 review. I didn't do videos at all the last week because I was busy with tests and preparing for the upcoming regions and whatnot. So I didn't feel like doing any videos at that time, but here's to my review. And expect more videos to come this week and the weekends. So I'm going to start planning out my videos more of ahead of time and whatnot, and give more variety, instead of just doing reviews and episode reviews or whatnot, but different else, other things I have planned in store. And so, anyways, with this review, this chapter is basically a continuation from the last chapter of the flashback with the connection of the fourth Rocky Kage and Killer B, and how they became the tag team duo of A and B. And so we see the history with the Jinchuriki of the Hachibi from at that time, because at that time from the flashback, he was the current host of the Eight Tails, and he was telling A about the whole deal of being a Jinchuriki and how there's always like a hole in your heart when you're a Jinchuriki, and that's what the tail beasts prey on, and then you just feel miserable enough that you just want to die, and the loneliness that you feel. And he tells A to help when, because he knew that B was gonna be the next Jinchuriki, since he was an exceptionally good, talented ninja, and he just tells A to fill that void with anything that so that B will live, instead of dying as past Jinchurikis have with Hachibi. Apparently, the Hachibi is pretty hard to control. Um, and so basically after that, the host dies, and then soon B is gonna be the next host. And actually, it's funny that A goes up to Killer B and tells him, gives him the fist pound and tells B basically they're the best tag team. Never forget that and whatnot. And now it's just a way to fill in the void, which is pretty cool. And we see like the compassionate side of A, because throughout we just seen like the hardcore, cold-blooded side of the fourth Raikage. So that was pretty cool to see, a difference that he wasn't always the way he was. And and also it goes back a few years later when Killer Bee's probably like in his teens, and they go off on missions. And there was one mission actually where Killer Bee and A and B actually met up with Minato and his group of ninja, and basically the tag team brothers fought Minato, and well first with his light, because at that time the fourth Rocky Kage had his lightning armor, and he tried to attack Minato, but with his time space transformation technique, it really didn't do anything, because and basically before I get into that, because I've heard that some people don't really get Minato's jutsu, so let me just explain it real quick. Basically, he takes a special kunai and puts like a special yellow tag around it, and basically when he throws it, and he's able to transport himself to the shuriken or the kunai, whatever, and basically and strike. Because some people honestly don't get that, which is understandable, because at first I didn't get Minato's jutsu at all and how he was able to do all of that as lightning god techniques and whatnot. And so while they're fighting, Killer Bee exposes himself to the lead ninja that he's the Hachibi by using um, the post transformations, was obviously so. It seems that Killer Bee was really a skilled ninja, because he was able to do those transformations at a pretty young age and mastered his Hachibi power, his Jinchuriki powers really well. And when they realized that, the Hidden Leaf Ninja tell Minato, "You need to get out. The Jinchuriki here, but you can't handle that." And when after that, Minato tells him, to what the make sure what the A thinks of B, that what does B think of you, and what or else that um he'll be nothing but he won't be a Jinchuriki or a brother to you. And those are puzzling words, and then that's how the chapter ends. And pretty much I enjoyed this chapter, even though honestly with Naruto there's been a lot of flashbacks recently. I mean, even with the anime and whatnot. And let me get with the anime real quick. The reason why I haven't really doing any anime episodes of Naruto, because most of them are really boring. because most of them has been like flashbacks with Sakura and Sasuke, Naruto and Sasuke, and just flashbacks, and I don't really seem that interesting, to review. So that's why I'm not really reviewing that much of Naruto. But probably in the next week I'll review some episodes because this week actually. And yeah, but the flashbacks here when we learn the history with A&B, it's pretty interesting. I liked it and I enjoyed it. I mean, even though some people wanted to go right back to the war, but I enjoy these like flashbacks in the manga so far. We learn about the backstory of just different characters. So overall, I have to give this chapter a thumbs up, just because. And what do you guys think of the chapter? Comment below. Subscribe, comment, and yeah, pretty much the next chapter we'll probably get to the back into the war with Naruto confronted with the fourth Raikage and whatnot. So I'll see you guys later, and yeah, peace.